Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. And the Huskers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Aggies offense will have the ball first. Talk about a dynamic duo in the passing game. We certainly have that in this one. They challenge defenses at every level, Jesse.
And this is arguably the best quarterback-wide receiver combo in the entire nation. And David, I feel like every week defenses try to come up with plans to stop these two. No one's been able to do it yet. They get their passes completed. They throw touchdowns. And right now, this is a massive challenge for this defense today.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great receivers in the country that don't have the great trigger man, but he's got both, so they can attack the whole field. He can get it a multitude of ways. Like, these are two superstars at the top of their game.
Reed. Nice play to knock that one down.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Oh, a double pass. Right side, it's Craver. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just smothered on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Craver. Runs through, man. He might have some space. He got loose. Almost ousted. Finally dragged down at the 32. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Running inside. It's Owens. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Complete downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out wide right, it's Craver. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Out wide left, it's Wiley. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide inside man for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense. They said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Huskers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, it's Owens. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Reed. He's going to take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Run in the red zone. It's Owens. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Nelson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The fake and wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Breaks free and he might be gone. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the 1st quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark.
Shakes a man and he might take off. He's at the 30. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Rush is on. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nelson. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Aggies sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Holly, thank you. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides to the back. Stopped right there.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And for this quarterback, when you see the walls of the cave start to shake and crumble, you got to get out of there. Eventually, it collapsed on him.
Well, and especially in third and short, Reese, like pull the ball down and go get me some yards and maybe get me a first down. And you got to have that awareness after a couple seconds in the pocket, especially on that third and short situation.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The run inside. It's Nelson. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing Reed. Good job just to get rid of that one.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, Next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends. And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Reed. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Under pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pulls it. He'll toss it. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Right side, it's Riley. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Left side is Craver. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. Let's see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Cuts it upfield. It's Owens. And he's brought down after a short gain. Texas A&M going quickly. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's Reed to throw. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Throws toward the end zone. Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy. What a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quick give. It's Nelson. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. DBs will try to keep everything in front. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Give to the running back. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Owens. Enough to move the chains. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Maybe a crease. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Sends it back in motion. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits the hole, it's Nelson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying.
Makes the grab in their space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Horton. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for space. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Sets his feet, it's Reed. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to go up top on second down. Turns up, it's Nelson. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Turning it on. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass, it's Calandria. Chucked it away just as he was hit, and he gets it away.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Here we go, ready.
Looking for space, it's Nelson. Snowed under by the defense.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Husker. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's past the marker. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Throwing Reed. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Third and long coming up.
Ready? Blue 22.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll run the screen. Made a defender miss. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Nelson. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Turns it upfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Cornhuskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. Left side, it's Nelson. Second and long here. From the gun, looking for a man. Out wide right, it's Hunter. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Reed throws to the wideout. Just had to get rid of it.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Right down the middle. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Trying to escape and get it himself. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Nelson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Got his man on the right. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And I'm okay with the run there. Like, that's a good idea. Like, getting a new set of downs, it's 4th down. The clock doesn't matter if you can't get a 1st down here. Nice execution. Now let's get in the hurry-up.
Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. To the air, it's Calandria. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Calandria. Rushes on. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just 1 possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.